enjoyed this video. Let's get into it. I start by taking pictures of the flow star, making sure it's nice and flat, and then I airdrop them to my computer. Put the files where you want. I like to keep my files on a hard drive. And then right click, open in Photoshop. And then I use my quick selection tool to create a mask. I'm just drawing over one row of the design, and then I will copy and paste that to mask it. And then I do a bunch of cleanup with the eraser tool, quick selection tool, and the healing brush tool. Now my specialty is not Photoshop, so if you have any other recommendations for like a faster, more efficient way of doing this, let me know. I also work with SpinFlow Star, so I can ask for the designs, but I try not to if I don't have to. But yeah, this took me about an hour. More cleanup to make it perfect, and then I add some hue, saturation, brightness, and contrast to get it nice and contrasted. And then I copy and paste that to start filling in the whole design. And then once I get a few layers, I'll group them and copy and paste the whole group so I can just make the whole group smaller. I do some adjusting. Make sure you save as a PSD file, because if you're working with a PSD file in Premiere, you can go back and fix it if you need to, and it'll translate. And then we repeat on the other side. Now we're going to get into Premiere. So to create a new project, click New Project, rename it, save it to the right location, and create. And then I normally just skip right through this part and import my media, right click, import media, pick your media, and then import it. For your PSD files, just click OK for merging. And then I create a new sequence by right clicking and clicking New Sequence from Clip. To unlink your sound, you just right click, unlink, and then we're just going to put our sound sequence in and then cut up and align where we want the final video to be. And then I'm going to bring my PSD files in and create a nest of those because I did the outside and the inside separately. And I changed my sequence settings to 1080 by 1080. Make sure those are in the middle. Then to create a keyframe, you just click the little time icon, and then you slide over a few frames to make another keyframe. Now, as you can see, I ended up going a few frames in and starting my keyframes there, and then I went back to the beginning. I just wanted to time it right so that it opened on the right beat, so I did my first keyframe where I wanted it to open. And then you can go into After Effects and do all the crazy graph work to make it smooth, or I have figured out that if you just do less scale keyframes and then fill in the position keyframes, it makes it nice and smooth and exactly how you want. Not sure if that works for everyone, but I've kind of figured it out on my own. But I just do it by the timing of the scale, and then I fix the position for almost every frame. And then of course you got to do a little rotation because it's spinning. But basically, creating a keyframe is creating an animation. You're making whatever it is move. And then to do the sky part, I created a mask of myself and the wall. Now you create an After Effects composition. You can save it after, but my computer runs horribly with After Effects, so I created my project first. So to create your After Effects comp, you're going to nest your clip, right click and replace with After Effects comp, and then you go into After Effects. Make sure you save your project so that it can autosave. You are going to click your roto brush and then double click your layer and start drawing your mask. Then you go through each frame until you get to the end of your clip. After Effects tracking is pretty good, so normally the first frame is going to be the hardest to get it to match up nicely, but then once you scroll to the next frame, it's already locked on to you, and it's pretty smart about staying locked on, but you do have to check every frame just in case. Then you create your mask and adjust the shift, edge, and feather a little bit. Check it one time, save, go back to Premiere, add more of the design PSD files, add more keyframes, some finishing touches, and then I mark my selection and it's ready to export. If you have questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to get back to them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. Like and subscribe for more editing tutorials.